Hello, my little learners. Welcome back to Reading for Purpose. Today is another beautiful and blessed day that the Lord Jesus blessed us with, and I am so happy that we're getting to share another reading adventure together. Today we will be talking about an important lesson about caring for the earth. So we're going to read a book on not only learning about the importance of caring for our planet Earth, but on how we can take steps in taking part in making the earth a better place, not only for us today, but for our future generations, and not only for us humans, but for our animals, the trees, everything that God has placed on this beautiful earth. So let's get started on our reading adventure. Remember, reading is so important, and just take time, have fun with it, whether you're just starting to learn to read or whether you're an experienced reader. Have fun, because in reading you can learn. So let's start. Curious George, Trash into Treasure. And it is written by, Bill Burnett. So if I said the author's name wrong, I just apologize. Okay, let's get back to our reading adventure. So Curious George, Trash into Treasure. I'm not sure if I showed you the beginning of the book, so let me just take a minute to do that. And this is by PBS Kids. So maybe most of you at home take some time each day or sometime during the week to watch PBS, and you get to watch these amazing fun cartoons, not only where you're learning to be entertained, but you're also learning important lessons that you can take for yourself in learning how to help in the community, how to be a better citizen, how to help at home, and how to be change that makes change. So let's start the story. George was excited for Pretty City Day. Everyone wanted to pick up trash and make the city pretty. But George's team wanted to win too. Teams will be judged on how much trash they collect, how pretty their streets are, and their can-do spirit, said the mayor. Good luck! Ooh, so it sounds like everyone in the city is getting together to do something fun. Let's see. Each person on George's team had a street to clean. George's street was already pretty. But look, a candy wrapper. George put it in his trash bag. Ooh, so we see that George is helping to clean the streets in his city. George was so busy looking at his pretty street that he didn't see the pile of boxes until it was too late. Crash! His neighbor heard the noise. Take anything you want, he said. Just put the rest back in the boxes. Ooh, so his neighbor put a box of things that people in the community can take for themselves. At least now George has some trash to pick up. But why would anyone throw out a pirate ship? George wanted to keep it. He had an idea. He would use one of his bags for trash and one of his bags for treasure. That's an interesting idea. The longer George walked, the more treasure he found. George's treasure bag got heavy fast. He needed to empty it, so he went home. So we see here that George is collecting more treasure than trash. He had found so many great things. A red bottle, a blue clock, a few yellow ducks. George had always loved the man's pig collection. Now he had a collection of his own. A street treasure collection. Wow, George was so happy with all the goods he found. Meanwhile, the mayor was outside weighing the team's trash. We need George's bags too, if we're going to win, Steve said. Where is he? Upstairs, the man and Steve couldn't believe their eyes. George, why is your trash all over the floor? But this wasn't trash. It was George's collection. George, a collection is a group of things that are alike. Find some things that go together and make that your collection. Then bring the rest to the mayor, okay? George looked at his treasure. There were round things and things made of wood, red things and things that could float. George wanted to keep them all. Ooh, so now we see George has a dilemma. He wants to keep all the treasure he found and doesn't want to call it trash. Let's see, do you think he'll make some of the treasure become trash that he could give to his team? When George finally brought his bag to the mayor, it was still empty. There might be more trash upstairs, the man said. Let's all go check. And there was. But it sure didn't look like trash anymore. A color collection. Way to go, George, said Steve. Even the mayor was impressed. Wow. They may not have collected the most trash. But what better way to celebrate Pretty City Day than to turn trash into something beautiful? Collect them all. So here we see on this page, this is a library book. So you're seeing some, I guess a little child wrote or did this little activity themselves with a pencil. But on the page it says, collect them all. George saw that lots of his treasures went together in different ways. There were round things and things made of wood, red things and things that could float. George wanted to keep them all. Look at the images below and see how they go together in different ways. How can you sort them? What kinds of collections could you make? So we see here that we see a red crayon, a blue scooter, a red fire helmet, the yellow man's yellow hat, green broccoli, a blue paint pail, a green scooter helmet, a red apple, a yellow pencil, yellow banana, a blue cap, and a red bicycle. So let's see here. The green crayon will go with the green broccoli. The blue scooter will go with the blue paint can. The red firefighter hat would go with the red apple and also the red bicycle. Let's see, the yellow man's hat, the yellow tall man's hat would go with the yellow banana and also the yellow pencil. The green scooter hat would go with the green broccoli and also the green crayon. The blue cap would also go with the blue paint and the blue scooter. So you see how all these things can work together because they were sorted by color. So remember, just one tip I just want to remind you. Remember, library books are the property of the library. So it's not good to write. I know you might be interested or tempted to try an activity that you see in a book, or to color a page you see in a book, or maybe to even use a picture that you see in the book. But remember, that's considered vandalism. And if you're interested in learning about vandalism, click on my videos. I added a little reading book or a reading adventure on vandalism. Vandalism is bad. It's destroying property that is not yours. So please do not do that. Let's respect others. Let's respect the library's property, and let's not destroy what we can be used as a blessing so we can learn from these books and we can give others the opportunity to learn, okay? Going forward. Ooh, so here on the last page, they included an activity that can be done at home with your family or your friends, and it's called Recycled Bird Feeder. You can keep trash out of the landfill and make some neat things with recycled materials, just like George. Want to make your outside space extra pretty? Next time you finish a roll of toilet paper, use it to make a bird feeder. Oh, that's nice. So not only are you doing fun artwork, but you can also make something that the birds can use to eat from. So here, if you're interested in doing this, you will need an empty toilet paper tube, a butter knife, paper plate, a nut butter or sunflower butter, bird seed, and ribbon or string. And here are the steps that you must take if you would like to do this in this activity. Number 1, use the knife to spread a thin layer of butter all over the outside of your toilet paper tube. Number 2, pour bird seed into the plate. Roll your buttered tube in the seed, carefully pressing to coat. Number 3, thread ribbon or string through the hole in the tube and knot the ends to form a loop. Number 4, hang your bird feeder from a tree branch and wait to see what feathered neighbors stop by for a snack. Now, isn't that pretty? So here you go. If you're interested, I'm just doing a close-up. I'll try to see if I can add a picture of this page in the video, so that way if you're interested, you can see it more clearly. And that is the end of our story of Curious George Trash into Treasure. And today we're reading this book because we were acknowledging, or I should say celebrating as well, Earth Day. And in Earth Day, we're doing our part to make sure that we are taking care of our planet, the earth that the Lord Jesus blessed us to live in. Remember, we all have a part, whether it's small or big, but any part that you decide to do will be a blessing, and it will allow change for others. Not only are we living here to take care of the earth that we're in, but our future generations. We want to leave a blessing where they can have an earth that is healthy and beautiful to look at. So what steps can we take to help in protecting our earth? Well, we saw here that George and his friends went about collecting trash. So you can do that when you're outside. Feel free to pick up some trash. You can carry a little bag on you. Remember, you can have gloves, and if you don't have gloves, always carry some Purell so you can wash your hands from any kind of germs. But you can pick up trash, and remember, if you're picking up canned bottles or any kind of recycled materials, make sure to recycle them. Also, another way that you can help in caring for our earth is you can collect things, or you can take some of your things that you no longer use, and you can bless others with them. If you have clothes that you no longer use or toys, you can ask your family to wash them really good, and then you can pass them on to others that are in need. Remember, we're blessed to be blessings unto others. Another way that you can help care for the earth and build into your community is help in planting. You can either plant outside, plant some trees or beautiful flowers, or even inside your home, you and your family can plant things that you can grow, just like vegetables, fruits, beautiful flowers, or even help in planting of a tree. That brings oxygen into our earth. So these are some wonderful steps that we can do to help better the earth that the Lord has given us. So I thank you for hearing my story for today. And before we end, let me just give you this Bible verse that you can think about. So the Bible verse is, hold on one second. Sorry, give me 1 second. I want to give you the right verse. Beth, we're gonna have to crop this section out. Okay, Job 26. Okay, so here's the Bible verse that I would love to give you, so that way you can meditate on it and think about it. It's Job 26 verse 7. He stretcheth out the north over the empty place, and hangeth the earth upon nothing. So that way we know that the Lord Jesus not only created the earth, but he hung it upon nothing. So that is our God's sovereignty. That is seeing that God can do anything and everything. And we are responsible for honoring him in the earth that he entrusted us to live in. So do your part. Be change that makes change. And once again, my little curious learners, I am so happy to have taken this time to learn on how we can make a difference to care for our earth. So again, I'll see you soon, and thank you for stopping by Reading for Purpose. Bye.
I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and push that notification button down below. Thank you.